my brother and sister in Christ. Today my topic is about the rapture time frames. Could be happen by the end of this year rather than next year rather than this year. I know many of you who know or pay attention my channel. I mentioned about the high rapture alert this year based on the cow with the hair pattern number 7 on their forehead. 2 cows, yeah. The Sultan's cow or black and white cow, milk cow, and the red heifer with the number 7. The red heifer representing the famine, and black and white cow or the milk cow representing the abundant year starting 2014 2021, and from 2021 to 2028 is the 7 years tribulation. And also connect the dot with when the time happened that 4 blood moons with or lunar tetrads what happened in 2014 and 2015. I connect the dot with adding the 7 years later, and also Israel born in the 1948, adding the 80 years, the maximum for the lifespans based on the Psalm 90 verse 10 is 2028 when the time Jesus coming, and minus 7 years is 2021. But this is very interesting, yeah, I tell you. What I'm find out, yeah, more interesting again for the rapture time frame because more biblical evidence than just connect the dot like that or guessing. Yeah. What happened? Why 2022? Or could be between 22 to 2023. Okay, I will explain you, and could be I make another video to explain more because this video become too long. Alright? And yeah, first of all, okay, I'd like to show you in Daniel 9 verse 24 to 27. Alright? Okay, many of you know already, okay? 70 weeks of Daniel prophecy related with when the time the Antichrist will be on the scene, when the time he will build the third temple or the tribulation temple, 7 years tribulation temple. Okay? It's very clear, it's mentioned here. Around 7 weeks plus 3 scores and 2 weeks. So 62 weeks plus 7 weeks is about around that altogether 70 weeks. Yeah, 70 weeks times 7 is 490. Yeah, 490 days in the Bible. A days for the prophecy equally 1 year, so 490 years. So this 62 plus 7 is, yeah, see? So 3 scores about 3 times 20, 60, plus 2, 62, plus 7, 69 weeks. So 70 weeks, then the prophecy of 70 weeks minus 69 weeks, 1 more week. So during 1 more weeks, the reign with the Antichrist. 1 more week equally 7 days. 7 days is 7 years. That's why 7 years tribulation to chastise or to punish the iniquity ones, or during Jacob trouble. Okay, the street shall be built again, the wall, even in troublous time. So by then, the third temple will be built. Alright? And after 3 score and 2 weeks, this is only 62 weeks, shall Messiah be cut off. So it's about 434 years, something like that. If that's 69 week, 483 years. 70 week, 490 years. Yeah. So 62 weeks equally 434 years. So the rest another 49 years. So my guess, yeah, this is what I see. Yeah. The second temple was destroyed on the 70 AD. Alright? just about Jesus died around 30 AD, but some Bible scholars believe 33 AD. But my more toward the direction on the 30 AD. I will show you later the proof about that. 30 AD plus 40 years is 70 AD. 70 AD when the second temple was destroyed. But if I count according to Daniel prophecy, for 49 years, could be between 40 years to 9 years when the second temple and Jerusalem get destroyed more and more, and the Gentile who invaded Jerusalem then, and they destroyed the temple. Even now, the Gentile who own that location is in the Dome of the Rock, where the Muslim stay there, or Islamic religion use that place to worship their God. Allah is in fact the false God himself, or Satan himself. Okay, so it's very clear inside here. He, the Antichrist, shall confirm the covenant with many for 1 week. 1 week equally 7 days. 7 days equally 7 years. During 7 years tribulation. In the mid of the week, he shall cause the sacrifice and oblation to cease, and for overspreading of abomination he shall make it desolate. Even the consumption and death determined. So what I will show you about this. The thing is what I pay attention from these passages. By the time Jesus passed away or died on the cross on 30 AD and got cut off. And then for about 49 years later, the second temple was destroyed, and the wall around that, and it's Jerusalem invaded by the Gentiles. That's what I see. That's about altogether from after the 70 weeks of Daniel. I do not give information the year before that. That the year during 483 years, by the time Israel was invaded by King Babylonian or something like that. I do not do the research yet. That counting that beginning, when the time Israel was exiled, because the punishment God gave to them for their iniquity, they have to be chastened, or to be punished because their sin against God. Does this Jacob tribal is the 7 more years is the time for Israel to go back again to God himself, because most of Jews, they don't believe Jesus Christ is their Lord and Messiah. So talking about this, okay, this have connection with the end times, and for 7 more years. So connection when Jesus was cut off or died on the cross, and then the second temple in Jerusalem was destroyed and invaded by the other country 49 years later, and then stopped after that. After that, the Antichrist will continue and build the third temple during 7 years tribulation. This is the basic thing I would like to show you. Okay, and hold on, I think I will to show you this later. I thought I make maybe I show you. Okay, this is the more detail this one. Probably I will discuss more next time at my other video. Anyway, I would like to show you this one. Jesus, hold on. I think this one. Jesus was born in 4 BC, started his ministry in 26 AD, and crucified and died on the cross at 30 AD. see this information more in, in fact, I type it on my Facebook, but I just make the picture of that to show you, The Bible teaches from Adam to Abraham is about 2,000 years. From Abraham to Jesus Christ is 2,000 years. The earth is about 6,000 years now, okay? Before the rapture and 7 years tribulation started. Okay? When you see that, like I explained you earlier, Daniel prophecy in Daniel 9, verse 24 to 27, about the Messiah, Jesus Christ, and the Antichrist. So, by the time he died, 30 AD, plus 2,000 years is 2030, Jesus' second coming. Minus 7 years tribulation is 2023. What I see 2023 rather than the rapture, this is the time when the Antichrist on the scene and start to build the second temple. This is just guessing, Hold on, I press the wrong one, sorry. I got to go back here again. So, let's go back here. According to Luke 3, verse 1, John the Baptist began his ministry on the 15th of Tiberius Caesar's reign. Tiberius was appointed as co-regent with Augustus in 11 AD, and 15 years later would be 26 AD. Jesus began his ministry shortly thereafter at approximately the age of 30. Luke 3, verse 23. This gives us a basis upon which we can approximate what year Jesus began his public ministry, around 26 AD. As for the end of his ministry, we know that it culminated with his crucifixion and resurrection and ascension. According to John's Gospel, Jesus attended at least 3 annual feasts of Passover through the course of his ministry, one in John 2, verse 13, another in John 6, verse 4, and then the Passover of crucifixion in John 11, verse 55 to 57. Just based on the information, Jesus' ministry lasted 2 years at the very last. Because of the amount of the things that Jesus accomplishes and the places he traveled during his ministry, many scholars believe there was another Passover, not mentioned in the Gospels, which fell between Passover of John 2 and John 6. This would lengthen Jesus' ministry to at least 3 years. We can add more time because of that took place before the first Passover of Jesus' ministry in John chapter 2. By the time of that first Passover in spring of 27, Jesus had already traveled from the area of Jordan to Cana to Capernaum to Jerusalem. He had been baptized by John, Matthew 3, verse 13 to 17. Been tempted in the wilderness, Matthew 4, verse 1 to 2. Began his preaching ministry, Matthew 4, verse 17. Called his first disciple, John 1, verse 35 to 51. Performed his first miracle, John 2, verse 1 to 11. And made a trip to Capernaum with his family, John 2, verse 12. All this will happen taken several months at least. Add to that 40 days between Jesus' resurrection and his ascension, Acts 1, verse 3, and we have a total length of Jesus' early ministry from his baptism to his ascension, the late summer of 26 to the spring of 30. So we have approximately 3.5 years. So, on the spring or around Passover, Jesus died on the cross, spring 30 AD. So yeah, like I told you, if we add 20,000 and 2,000 plus 8 plus 30, 2030, 2030 minus 7, 2023. This is what I see when the time. Then I show you later. Hold on. The time, yeah, Antichrist will be on the scene and to build the third temple or 7 years tribulation temple. Yeah. Okay. Let's show you this. The point. Yeah. Hold on, not that. Yeah. 433. Okay. There are 483, yeah, according to Daniel 70 weeks too. Alright? It is very interesting. You guys can read yourself. Maybe, yeah, I think I just explained you a little bit. But 2020 is significant what I see. But at the time when I wrote this, before the 2020, around 2019 or 2018 too. What happened in 2020 when the time that scamdemic happened, just started. Okay, that's significant year. When you're adding and you understand, like I explained you earlier, 70 weeks of Daniel times 7, 490 years. Minus 7 years, 483 years. Like I mentioned in Bible about 3 scores is equally 60 years. 60, yeah, not 60 years, 60 weeks. Plus 2, 3 scores plus 2 weeks, and so 62 weeks. 62 weeks plus 7 is 69 weeks. 69 weeks time 7 is about 483 years too. Okay, the year 1537 of the year when they built the third temple walls or western walls. After the second temple ruined for a while in 70 AD is the year 2020. So, the year 1541 is when they finished to build the Western Wailing Wall in Jerusalem. 483 years, yeah, plus 1541 when they finished to build the Western Wall or Wailing Wall in Jerusalem is the year 2024. The year of the third temple will be finished to build. Could be about a year later, and the year 2023 when they start to build the third temple. See, 2023 when they start to build the temple. Alright, so you can read yourself. Yeah, the year 2023 when they start to build the third temple. So 2023. So I give you the hint about this thing, yeah. The timing. Okay, this is about when during 7 years tribulation the Antichrist on the scene and start to build the third temple or tribulation temple. So when the rapture will happen, I bet the rapture could happen in the year 2022. Why? The reason many Christians have Christmas rapture dreams and vision. So the rapture must happen before the Antichrist on the scene, before the Antichrist build the third temple. So around December 2022. That's what I see. The thing very, very interesting also, yeah. If you pay attention, yeah, I think I saw, yeah. Let me see if I can find it pretty fast. Maybe I should make another video again to explain more about this, yeah. Talking about this one, yeah, this. Okay. This, I just find out there is teaching that tells they will begin to build the third temple in the year 2023. From when Israel become a nation again in 1948. Okay. But at 5 years for the grace of God. Okay, could be in 2023. The reason why, not just from Psalm 90 verse 10. Because a lot of the Bible verses in the Bible mention 70 years. 70 years is the birth prophetic timeline for Israel. Also 70 years when the time, I think mentioned in the book of Jeremiah. I have to check again next time so to tell you more detail. When the time Israel under the capacity, something like that, under the rule different nation, and exile for 70 years. That's what I see. You add the 70 years is prophetic, not just the one in Psalm 90 verse 10. If add the 1948, when Israel become nation again, plus 70 years prophetic years. Oh, it's mentioned Jeremiah 29 verse 10. Okay, here is written. The year 2018. Just 1948 plus 70 years is 2018 plus 5 years. When the time in 5 years, 5 is the number of God's grace. So equally 2023. 70 is also specially connected with Jerusalem. The city kept 70 years of Sabbath while Judah was in Babylonian captivity. Okay, I mentioned earlier the same thing. Jeremiah 25 verse 11. 70 years or 490 years. 77, sorry. 70 years times 7 days, 490 days. Equally 490 years. According to the prophetic timeline, 1 day equally 1 year. Were determined upon Jerusalem for it to complete its transgression, to make end for sin, for everlasting righteousness to enter into it. Daniel 9 verse 24. Okay? So you see, again 2023 is the time when Israel will build, Israel, this under commander, the order from the Antichrist himself, will build the third temple or the tribulation temple start into the year 2023. So the rapture could happen in many Christmas rapture dreams and vision before that event could be happen in December 2022. But anyway, you guys should keep watching even though I show you like this. Alright? And this is the other interesting, you can read yourself. When the time Dome of the Rock started built in the year 688, okay, minus 1948 AD, when Israel become nation again, 1948 minus 688 equally 1260. 1948 plus 30 plus 45, 2023. That from if you read the book of Daniel, that mentioned the number years and days equally years too. 1260, the other 1290, and the other 1335. 1260 plus 30, the same thing like 1290 plus 45, 1335. Just take from the different years, 1948 plus 30 plus 45, the year 2023. That's very interesting. And this is the one I wrote. This is my real name. The Illuminati card. Alright? Mention the number 23. What would I want to do around that time? You see? Read yourself. Nuclear attack in the year 2023. So, it's the year Antichrist 2023 on the scene and the third temple. And the 7 years tribulation to begin the day of the Lord. So, in many rapture Christmas dream and vision during Christmas could be before that, December 2022. So, anyway, I tell you, kan? Equally 1 year, hold on. The one to number 23 or the year 2023 is very significant. Number 23, you see? Surely. Okay, this is about the Jacob trouble. Alright, in the book of Numbers 23, verse 23 in the Bible. I will mention, explain more about this in the other video. I want to mention this time because if not, video become too long, then a lot of people become boring. I already told you the point, the biblical evidence about that, with this time frame. So I will mention again next time. And another thing before I end this video, the reason. There are many, not just about Christians' rapture, dreams, and vision. Rapture tied with or related with the event, three events, what I understand. First, about Trump's. It's not clear according to many Trump's dreams and vision. Whether Trump will be back on the office or not, do not say directly. Some people claim Trump will win it for the election, but in reality, he not win it. Biden in the office, but not in the reality. I'm talking about the fact that Biden won in office, not Trump. But in the reality, the real one, he the one who won the election. He got more elected. But the globalist Satanists who put Biden there, the New World Order, not. So all the president is the puppet of New World Order. So that there is nothing wrong, not wrong. But could be that meaning Trump be in the office because from the dream and vision tell so? Or just do something in the office? We don't know yet. So, and also the other dream mentioned about Trump will be assassinated or killed. By the time Trump will get assassinated, and then the rapture of the church take place. When I see that, the biblical evidence at the 1 Corinthians 15, verse 52, 53, it says, at the last Trump, when the people who still alive get raptured and their body change to glorified body in the twinkling of an eye at the last Trump. So Trump is the last, I think could be the last president before 7 years tribulation. Who knows if he's in the office again. We don't know yet. Or maybe just kinda not quite president. We will see. So that the symbol that went from that scripture. And also that the last Trump is about Trump of God. Because it mentioned again in 1 Thessalonians 4, verse 16 to 17. Alright? So until now, Trump is not in the office. So in order he get assassinated, I think he will do something that New World Order do not like. Could be. And then the rapture of the church take place. Because many dreams and vision mention about Trump was assassinated. Alright? But I do not see Trump in the office or something what he do there until now. So that's why I don't think the rapture could happen this year. Another thing. There are many, some and not many, dreams and vision mention one this smart bandit or the path with micro needle on it, some type an injection applied to the people for this venom bite or very not just, I'm not sure common or not, but they display or they you see, this somebody sent like this through my Twitter. I don't want to make another video. Just keep on doing. Sorry, show up that pop up like that. Anyway, when Trump this microneedle paths, smart bandit come or arrive in the public, show in the public, and then the rapture of the church take place. There are one dreams and vision what I know. The other dreams and vision I know at least 2 or 3 mention when the time this venom bite apply to infant or a young baby, maybe around 2-3 months old, and then the rapture of the church take place. Because right now they allow for the kid between the kid 5 years old to 11 years old to take venom bite, but not the babies yet. For the typical this pandemic, and I'm talking about with letter C, yeah, the sea. So this not happened yet. Only the youngest kid, 5 years old, not to the baby yet. Unless they're thinking that that's a type that phantom bite in that childhood or babies short stuff like that. So, but not for the little baby yet. So not happen this year. Could be by next year. That's why I connect the dot, what I explained you earlier, with these time frames. Next time, I would like to explain more according to Daniel 8, not just Daniel 9, what I mentioned earlier. Daniel 8, Daniel 11, I think, not 11 about Antichrist make war with the other nation. Or the Antichrist's father is the Jews himself. Daniel 12, Daniel 8, Daniel 12, according to that, and the Dome of the Rock. More detail. I explained you a little bit earlier about the Dome of the Rock. But next time I will explain more detail. The Dome of the Rock in 688 AD was built in 688 AD. Okay, so I can tell this rapture and in end time frame and in 7 years tribulation time frame connected with Jerusalem, the Antichrist, and when the third temple will be built. The last time when the second temple was destroyed in the 70 AD. So this I connect the dot what the Bible says. What I see the history about the Dome of the Rock in Jerusalem was built in 688 AD, connected with the year what it says in Daniel, the book of Daniel. All point out to the year 2023. I'm not telling you the year 2023 is the year of the rapture. What I see, by the time Antichrist on the scene and start to build the second temple, because I have connection with Jerusalem and sanctuary or God's temple before in the past when they already destroyed it. And then next time for the Antichrist temple during 7 years tribulation. That's what I see the time frame in the year 2023. Of course, the rapture must happen before that event. Since I notice many Christmas rapture dreams and vision, what I see that time frame could be in December 2022. Alright? So I hope you get my information, what I'm telling you here, and I will make another video more detail, more detail. I think the video is so kind of long too, and maybe next time video kind of long too, related with this the Dome on the Rock was built in 688 AD. Alright, thanks for listening.